You know where you are? You're at the E3S explosion, baby. Sony, you're gonna die. Yeah. Hello, guys and gals. Oh shit, I forgot my other cue card. Welcome back to the E3S Explosion 2013. This is the Sony episode. This is literally the first time in all the times that I've done this once a year show that I have two cue cards. Now remember, my opinions reflect I myself, and that's it. If you get butthurt or you don't like them, I'm sorry, tough noogies, you don't have to watch, or you can respond in the comment section below maturely in some fashion if you can, or that's it. I hope you enjoy, and let's get on with it. So, in any case, where is it? If you watch the Microsoft one, you already know who's going to win this for me, but let's go anyway. So anyways, Sony does this thing every E3 where they have a montage and there's big-ass music, and it's like, wah, check out our games! And it's like, oh, fuck. And they're pretty good for the most part, in my opinion. I really like this year's montage. I always do. Jack Trennan came out. It was like, what's up, dog? He talked about the Vita, and this conference, I really wish they had more on the Vita. I bought this thing, and I just feel like I wasted my money sometimes. He came out and he announced some Vita games. He said the Batman, I think Arkham Origins is coming, Counter Spy, Destiny of Spirits, Doki Doki Universe, Killzone Mercenary, woo! Tearaway, woo! God of War 1 and 2 HD, woo! Final Fantasy X and X2 HD, woo! Flower, Detonation, maybe. Walking Dead 400 Days, which is a different, I think it's the DLC, or I don't know, it's like the new Walking Dead. I know that Walking Dead game from Telltale, but I think there's more being added to it. I don't know what it is. I'm sorry, don't shoot. In any case, I'm happy about some of the games on here, but it would have been nice if they talked about the Vita more, and they said there's going to be more coming, because to me, it just feels like they don't give a fuck anymore. Well, anyways, with that being said, let's keep going. That's sad. That made me sad, dude. Trailers. The Last of Us, The Puppeteer, Rain, Beyond Two Souls, Gran Turismo 6, Arkham City Origins, and GTA 5. And my light just went out. Fantastic. Let's see if it films. Still films. Okay. Just want to make sure on that. So, okay. Here's what I got out of this, okay? I have to literally go to my cue cards because there was so much announced for Sony. It was retarded. So The Last of Us is going to be the big PS3 hit. We all know about this already. Got 10s and shit across the board or whatever. Very excited for that. That game looks really good. Puppeteer looks amazing. Alright, I love the side-scrolling games. I love that it's like this weird, acid-trippy kind of game where you play this little boy and he was a puppet and you got different heads. I love it. I think people should support things like that. I think it's from Japan Studio. That game looks amazing. Rain, I think that could be a sleeper hit too. You gotta look that up. I can't even explain it. Beyond Two Souls, I really want more on this game. I want to see more action and stuff, because to me, at times, it looks like a different game. It's like a story, then it's a game. I don't know. There has to be. I think there should be a trailer and a combination of gameplay that actually makes sense to the viewer. Maybe it's just me though. Gran Turismo 6. You know my feeling on car games. I don't give a shit. Arkham City Origins looks very impressive. I don't know how I'm feeling on that, but that looks very impressive. Grand Theft Auto 5, pretty cool, pretty sick, whatever, you knew that was coming. And then on top of that, they're doing a Grand Theft Auto 5 PS3 bundle with the 500 gig PS3 and a set of Grand Theft Auto 5 headphones, whatever. Cool. I don't know about these new bundles. Like, that was the same thing I said to the Xbox. Like, I don't care, because I think so many people have this stuff at this point. If you don't have one and it's a good price, and you want it, definitely that's good for you. But I think it's kind of like, I don't know now, because we're going on to the next stuff. Okay, then they started talking about PS4. They said how there's going to be Music Unlimited. There's going to be the movie stuff still. Sony movies, they're going to do that stuff. Netflix. Now, Redbox is finally coming. Woohoo! Then they showed a new Sony Santa Monica Studios game called The Order 1886. No gameplay, but a trailer. And it looked Really good. I don't know what it is, but it was these 18th century guys with guns and a cart, and they stopped at this place, and they even talked to each other through these devices, and it almost looked like they were werewolves or creatures. I don't know what it is, but a lot of ideas popped in my head. Maybe this is a game not just about werewolves, but maybe about, hey, my light went on. A society, that was weird, a society that goes after the supernatural or something. I don't really know personally. But I will say that it looks fascinating, and I'm definitely interested. And it's nice to not see God of War for once, just being completely blunt. Shu came out from Sony, and he talked about how there's going to be, I'm looking at my card because there's so much to remember, 30 games worldwide being made for PS4, 20 are coming out in the first year, and the rest, or 12 of them are new IPs. So that's pretty impressive. I thought that was cool. That's on the same level as Xbox, how they showed all these new things. I thought that was really cool. Something that I completely didn't even realize, because I think I was talking over it like an asshole. They showed trailers for Killzone Shadowfall. This is when I started talking more about PS4 again, like I was saying. Killzone Shadowfall. They were showing Drive Club, Infamous Second Son. I don't know why I wrote Second Skin. That's weird. Knack. Now, I think all of those except Infamous Second Son are launch titles. So that's pretty cool. And I think that if you're a PS Plus member, you get a beta or something for Drive Club, or you get it for free or something. I don't really recall what it was, but that's cool. So that's, yeah, right there, that's a couple launch titles that are pretty cool. Last year they showed or maybe it was this year, they showed a tech demo with this old man, and then this year they did another tech demo called The Dark Sorcerer, with this old man and a goblin guy, and they were acting, and it was really strange, but it was interesting. I want to know what they're going to do with that. It looked real, so that was pretty cool. Then they started to show 10 indie games. I was happy because I love indie games, and I was really thrilled to see them put that out there on stage and say, listen, we still give a shit about this, and these are, maybe these are games of the future or something, like developers, that sort of thing. It wasn't the most important thing that needed to be shown. Fine, it's true, but it was, for me, I thought it was nice. They showed Don't Starve, which I really want to play, Octodad, Oddworld New and Tasty, woohoo! Remake of, it's an HD remake of Oddworld 1, if I'm not mistaken. Sweet. I actually wrote more of them, didn't I? Here we go. Mercenary Kings, Deadliest Catchers, Secret Ponchos, Raised Dead, Outlast, and Galaxy. I don't know, man. My writing's chicken scratch. Anyways, so they showed a lot of new interesting stuff. I actually think you get Don't Starve and something else for free on Plus, and I'm really excited because I'm dying to play Don't Starve. I think it looks awesome. Diablo 3 was shown. They're going to get exclusive PlayStation-oriented items. There were trailers shown from Square Enix. Tetsuya Nomura came out, and this is where I lost my shit. First off, he showed the completely long overdue Final Fantasy Versus 13 trailer, which has now become Final Fantasy 15. That game looks amazing. Okay, I think it's the Kingdom Hearts team. He's directing it. The first time in a long time where I'm actually like, holy shit, about a Final Fantasy game. You stay up the ceiling, you do all these moves, you're climbing up this giant ship thing. There's so much action. The story looks really interesting. I cannot wait. I think it's going to be awesome. How long has this been? 6 or 7 years now? Jesus. So it's about damn time. And then after that, I was like, okay, this is it. There's no more after this. He went, oh, and I have one more thing to show you. And then the Disney logo popped up, and I was with a bunch of people. Okay, one of the guys in front of me fell out of his chair. I fell off the couch. The other kid next to me fell, and I'm sorry, I'm not going to say your name because I don't want to embarrass you unless you don't care, but you started to cry, and that was deep, bro. That was deep. I lost my shit. Kingdom Hearts 3 was finally unveiled. God, man. Tetsuya Nomura, the thing about him is he's got a brilliant mind, but they put him on way too many projects at Square. Okay, this game has been... First off, the last console iteration was 2006 in America, so was that 7 years? So it's been a lot of side stories and things on the handhelds, and I'm a big Kingdom Hearts guy, if you haven't figured that out yet, and I bought most of them. I think I only didn't buy one of them or something, so I've played them all, really. And it's just like, wow, man, like, finally seeing, a little bit of a more mature Sora, and just the wall running, and how gorgeous this freaking game looked, and... all these different things. I couldn't believe it, man. Like, it looked real. It was amazing. So that, like, gave me chills in the whole show, and I couldn't process everything. That's how much I love Kingdom Hearts, and I was just like, yes! So hopefully that comes out soon, maybe a year from now. I don't know, man. But heavy stuff. Those two, in my mind, won a lot more of their show for me than anything. Because, I mean, even I have to admit, even though you know who I thought won this show, I have to be completely blunt and say that a lot of this show was trailers and not things that I was getting super, super pumped about. Where do you even go from there, right? They also showed Assassin's Creed 4, Watch Dogs, and NBA 2K14, and Elder Scrolls Online. Again, a lot of trailers. And Mad Max, which I just finally watched those movies, and I love the movies now. They're awesome. And seeing a Mad Max game has me really, really intrigued, so I hope it's good. Thunderdome. Okay, so Sony did this thing where it was very, like, Sega-esque back in the day when they rivaled Nintendo. You know, Sega does what Nintendo don't. Sony came out and basically said that they support used games, and the crowd went nuts. They basically went on a whole thing about that. Now, there is a double-sided coin to this. The problem is that they did not elaborate on this. They did it just to get everybody riled up. They're doing the same thing that Microsoft's doing, except Sony's going to allow their games to be traded, used, whatever, which is great. I love that. But the publishers are the ones that decide. So please, publishers, don't be a cheap ass. Let people just keep doing the same shit they've been doing. That was a big defining factor for the console, besides what I'll say in a little bit, to me at least. I don't know about everybody else. PS Plus transfers. I love PS Plus. I will go out and say this. You get a lot of free games. You get a lot of good discounts. I've honestly enjoyed the time I've had with PS Plus. But now it's needed for online multiplayer. And at the first, you'd say, oh, that sucks. But it's only $5 a month, okay? $5 a month. How much you pay for Live? I don't know how much Live is. But in any case, it's like the same thing. So, except you're getting this stuff. So, honestly, I think that's pretty cool. I'm just being honest. Destiny was shown. Holy fuck, that game looks amazing. Bungie made this open world multiplayer shooter. Wow, man. RPG also. Wow. Like, just this immense looking sci-fi universe, different classes, different guns, everything. Just shit, man. That game looked impressive as fuck. All the people around me were like, yeah. So, I might get that now. That game looks fucking awesome. They also announced that their PS Cloud's memory storing service will be in 2014. Okay, that sucks. Like, that, it's not okay. Like, you can wait a couple months. I mean, you know, but for the average person that doesn't know about that, they're gonna be like, oh, it sucks. Personally, I'm not bothered by this. Might suck for some though, but it's whatever though. And then last but not least, the PlayStation 4 is $399, $100 cheaper than the Xbox One. So right here and there, look, you know. Everybody knows this, you know. For me, it was controversial because I had a tough time picking who I felt won this year. I have to go with Sony. I do. I'm sorry. It's not because I have the consoles and the Vita and all that shit. It's because I like the fact that they brought back this sense of rivalry, and I like the fact that they, you know, it's almost like they wanted to get shit riled up again, and I like that feeling. I'm sorry, I do. I don't really like this whole console war thing. I've never been a fan of it, because even I think I said in the Xbox One video, I was very impressed, and I'm almost thinking even just getting an Xbox as well for the first time. I don't know if I said that, but I'm saying it now. But it's just, you know, I like that Sony took a stand for people and said, okay, we're gonna like let our games be traded and shit, and hopefully the other guys join in. They should have elaborated, and that's true. That's fucked up. I think that's fucked up. It's true. At the same time, it's a double-edged thing, you know. So I like the rivalry thing, but I don't like that they came out and said, oh yeah, woo, and all this shit. And I like that they stood up for the indie game stuff. That they showed a lot of indie games and the 10 screens. I thought that was really cool. My biggest complaints, obviously, are that I wanted gameplay and not just fucking trailers, and not just talk about the trailers of games that are coming out or already, you know, have come out. So that was my biggest complaint. I admit their conference wasn't that exciting to me, but I have to give it to them because they gave a shit about the people that buy used games like myself who, you know, do that stuff. And so I'm sorry, you know, anybody who's like, wow, that's fucking bullshit. It's a controversial opinion, all right? That's just how it is. So in any case, stay tuned, because then we have Nintendo left. And if you haven't watched the Microsoft one, go watch the Microsoft one and get pissed at me or whatever. Anyways, peace!